Right, cool. Happy weekend. We made it. Couple of things that we were going to jump into and start coding right away. Second to that, you might notice that we're in a different room tonight. What do I mean by that? Well, live chatters get an avatar. In order for them to get an avatar, we need somewhere to put them, right? So that's why I placed tiles in a room. And we've been using the same room for a couple of weeks now. It's got a little bit stale. So we'll start off easy. We'll just go ahead and start laying down some tiles. Make a dope little room. Alright. Let's switch our cameras here. Keyboard never wants to work. Oh, $20 keyboard causes me all this chaos. It's this little thing right here, and I use it to control my streaming computer and my Steam Deck, and it gets stuck where it's just like controls the Steam Deck now. But if I mess with it enough, it'll switch over. Eventually. Come on, you can do it. If you BBQ it. There's actually an advert I used to play on TVs in the UK, it probably still does. What's the name of the place? It's like the equivalent to Home Depot you get in America. Come on. This is ridiculous. I have to reconnect this bloody keyboard. We'll switch over here. Alright, so what are we doing tonight, guys? I'll tell you. We're going to make a new stream room. What's that mean? It means, as you know, everyone that comes on here gets an avatar if they engage in chat, right? We've been using the same boring, crappy little room with the green tiles for a couple of weeks now. Before we get into any code, I'm just going to use what I've already built to decorate a new room. So to do that's quite easy. Everybody should be able to see my screen here. All we're going to do is we're going to place some different tiles down, basically update our stream room live here. There's someone behind you. Cheers, Melissa. I feel like there is at all times. I live out in the swamp in Florida. It's not exactly my natural habitat, so I kind of feel that. But let's get your comment actually hooked up into the system so you can actually scare me. What does that mean? It means it'll read it out and you'll get an avatar.
Lism says there's someone behind you.
Ah, there is. Actually, I just have a fat TV behind me that's playing Little Britain. Alright, let's start off easy. Easy peasy. So as you can see, the art assets are, you know, they leave a wee bit to be desired, right? Hoping one day a pixel artist just stumbles onto my development streams and it's like, oh bloody, I feel so bad, how can I help? And I'll be like, you can help me. But as you can see, you can literally build up a room tile by tile. And any of you folks on YouTube right now, and Twitch, you can actually get an avatar and control it and move it around on the screen. And eventually I'll code some like little mini games, make it fun. Let's see here. Got one person into pixel art, but she decided that she hates me, so no more pixel art. How many tiles is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I stumbled onto this. This is what I'm coding. So technically it's 8. Also find like a YouTube video to make it the background of this room. I'm gonna do that off tab here, like maybe do something like water, like we're underwater, that would be cool. Could all still work. "11 hours of relaxing underwater footage. I'll take it." Yeah, so we should just be able to pop this into the room here. There's the YouTube right here. Okay, see what happens. There we go. Oh, that's not exactly how I want it to look on stream setup. We're gonna have to mess around with our setup here a little bit, just a wee bit tonight. Yeah, it's not ideal. Shite. It's kind of trippy. Looks much better on Twitch. Let's see. He's still live up there. Let's have a wee looky dokey. Twitch is not a good tab. Alright, so to get that up, all we have to do is generate an OAuth token. It's a wee bit of a pain in the arse to get this done automatically. They won't let me like do it in iframe or make a GET request. I essentially have to like load into it. Alright, so to populate Twitch chat, I just come in here. Because I've already coded all this bloody work, we can just paste in a token, activate it. That's the name.
Testing.
Cool beans. Looks cool and nice when it is. Do we want to put any items in here? Oh, we gotta do some fixes to this bloody layout of the catalog. That's not too good, is it? I got to the beach today, but I've got a bloody sunburn for it. I went to like put on the spray lotion, and I guess the heat like made it evaporate because there was no pressure. Trees, walls, fence, maybe a fence. Right, my fence sucks. Looks like shit on YouTube, so I'm gonna have to kill my background even though I like it. This is fine. Let's pick up this present. Ooh, look at that! I got a card. Deck of cards. So when everyone that creates a room in this little virtual world, you get a little present in your room and you can click it, and you get like an item. That title. Let's get rid of it. Well, what I could just do is reload on the stream computer. Bring this back up a wee bit. We're gonna have to do something about this. It doesn't work too well. And what I can do right now is we'll add a setting to disable or enable YouTube stream backgrounds. That way I can still, you know, have them in this room, but it's disabled on the streaming computer. I think we'll go ahead and do that actually. Before we do that. How's this gonna look? To fill it in with something. Let this come up like this. I also need to code it so you can like drag the window around without going out of tile mode. It's a big triangle. Well, it's a square at the end of the day, but multiple triangles. It could be 2 triangles, it could be tons of triangles. It's very tricky actually. Now we have to pick a fill tile, put it inside of it. Do water, maybe that would look cool. How about this one? Hit record on this camera so we can some build footage. I like this tile, it looks like this kind of. Might have to disable that sound. Just add a sound. Sit for a second. Yeah, I've done probably close to 100 development streams, maybe more, maybe like 150 or something. But I haven't done one where I've actually just sat here and like used some of the original tools that I coded before I started the whole stream stuff. Let's move this crystal somewhere. Oh, that's not good. You can't see me drag it. What's going on with that? calculate our viewer counters. Let's fix this. So if we type like left, right, up, down, that you can actually move. Yeah, fix this and we'll test this in local. Push it up if it works. Okay, so we'll hook up the YouTube chat to this. Local here. We're not going to want to burn up any API keys, tokens. We're going to use this system. Okay, that works. We can release that. If you just type left, you can move your avatar to the left. Maybe we want to add the ability to set like how many tiles you go. JavaScript, we're going to have to do a closure for that. So we're doing a switch statement, which is a wee bit dirty.
Mard570 says hello.
Hey Mart, happy weekend. Might just think whatever commands could we code tonight. I think we should pop this in a closure because then I don't have to do all that inline stuff.
How are you?
I am sunburned. Yeah, I went to the beach today. I skipped out of work a wee bit early. Got my work done, but how are you doing?
What are you making?
So the system that you're talking to me through, that's essentially what I've been building. You get a little avatar on screen, you get a unique voice. And there's a lot more to it, but like that's just like the initial thing that you like see right away. It's a whole little, I think it's a whole little stream overlay where the viewers are actually participants in the stream. And you can like build rooms for your streams and customize them to your liking, like I did here. And there's like all sorts of different commands and stuff that you can do to control your avatar, to change its clothing, make it walk about, make it pick stuff up. It goes a little bit deeper than that. It's also how I share my screen and share my cameras. I've coded a whole system to do that. Appreciate your question. I've been naked. Yes, that's for sure. Mark, are you into programming yourself? Any interest in building games? Have another look at DALL-E for isometric pixel art generation. It'd be so good to get some new assets in here. I'm probably the only person building a game that literally has no art input beyond stuff that was created when I was a bloody child. which is most of the stuff in here. Always do the Scottish flag though. I need to play some games, get some ideas. There's an isometric game called Unpacking that's done pretty well. People play it to chill out. And like a lot of cutesy little Japanese styled games. I forgot the name of it, so hold you now. But like relax you as you play them. It's kind of like, was the purpose when I started coding this in the first place was to build something like that. Until one of my good friends sent me a DMCA request because art that he sent me to basically use in Kynto to recreate the project. He resurrected his project, which is completely within his right, but instead of asking me to remove his art, he went ahead and had my apps nuked on the app stores. Still haven't recovered from that one. Let's put some gold bars down because people can actually collect those. So people in the live chat can walk into specific items and collect them, and you can like get on a scoreboard. Oh, it's ridiculous. We'll do that title something better.
The Squee183 says in YouTube.
Hey, the Squee, how are you doing? Cheers for testing out the system. If you've got any ideas for commands that you'd like to see me code, let me know. Because, yeah, I'd appreciate ideas. think I prefer the black borders as opposed to like the kitchen tile. Oh. Oh, you can right click. It looks super chaotic, but what are you gonna do? Which the Discord, so we didn't bring anyone on. We're a code pinch to Zoom for WebRTC videos. Let's see where we can do that. We have to do it here. We're going to use the onTouch move and onTouch end event handlers to do pinch to zoom. And it's going to set the media stream zoom constraint, which will work for like iPhones, Android stuff. So we have to wire up some handlers. We get that. Regard a function. phone media stream layer. I'm going to extract a video track, which should be 0. I've no video track, we'll terminate. I don't want to store a video track in use state, that's ridiculous. So in a touch event, you get a property called touches, and it's an array. It can contain 0 or more touch points, and we're going to use that to calculate like a distance scale, and then we're going to apply that to a zoom label for the video. So let me just think through this. Clean this up after I'm done. I'm figuring a scroll or propagating a scroll out. Okay. You could end up with a zoom value that's out of bounds though. I think it's time to test this. My phone. Do that, I'm gonna have to share a video. He bounced that. Oh my god. Does work though. Mm-mm. Okay.
Okay, let's try that.
doing wrong? We're going to store our zoom level in a state instead of directly try to debounce it and then apply a constraint, and then we'll use a use effect to actually update it. And then we should be in good shape. Man, I really got penalized by YouTube. It sucks. So, I'm gonna update our bloody YouTube title to be what it always was, because first off we got content ID'd, so that obviously kicked things down. And then change the title and description, which just like threw the audience like selection algorithm completely off. We want people that are interested in coding, not randos. I need to implement it, slide it. Let's just go over there. Figure out like which one of these operations is like super expensive as well. Try that.
If you plug your iPhone into your MacBook and open up Safari on your OS X, you can pull up your debug logs, your console logs, quite conveniently. So that's what we're doing here. It's absolutely useless. Right, oops. Why is it working for that but not this?
Joshua says, wow, I still have a lot to learn in JavaScript, can't really tell what some functions are meant to do.
Hey, welcome Joshua. Well, I've got myself in a bit of a mess tonight anyway. Essentially, I'll show you what I'm trying to get done tonight.
Good, so let me log in this room.
How long have you been working with JavaScript for?
Okay.
So what I've coded here.
For about 6 months.
Well, let me just put it this much. Don't get discouraged. It's difficult even if you've got 2 decades in. Like, you just get more confident and you'll figure it out. That's the main thing. But essentially what I've coded here is like the ability to do peer-to-peer streams, right? So I can like pick up my phone and then use that to be like a wireless video source into the stream. So I can invite guests, I can like set up a little like quote-unquote studio, right? All I'm trying to do is code zooming. So we've got that working with a slider, like you see I can zoom in there nicely. All I'm trying to do is do pinch to zoom, and I don't know if I just got too much sun today, but I am struggling to get pinch to zoom working. See when I try to pinch to zoom, like what is going on here? Have you tried building any games in JavaScript yet?
TNKS for explaining. Do you think I can get this far self-learning?
Oh, dude, absolutely. So I'm glad you asked that. I didn't go to school for it. In fact, I blew off school to learn how to code when I was like 12. And it took, yeah, no, in fact, like the fact you're self-learning, I think it's a good thing, because you're going to be pushing yourself in ways that, you know, if you were just someone that was looking for a high-paying job, like going about it, you know, the university path, like, I don't know, sometimes folks that do that are just a little less creative, a little less willing to, I don't know, they're just like more fixed, if that makes sense. I think you'll be just fine. But I do think you should have a pet project. You should have something like a sandbox project, kind of like what this is for me.
the funny thing is the art, like for the avatar you have right now, is from the very same game that I coded when I was a kid. So all I'm doing is more grown-up stuff with it now, you know, working on video streaming, working on integrations and stuff, but I kind of use it as a way to learn. Like in my day job where I make money, I would have no opportunity to work with WebRTC at all. And it's one of the coolest technologies we have in the web browser. So pick a pet project and then go from there, I think.
Christian Nikolov says, hey, what project do you have there?
Hey Christian, so you're talking using part of it, appreciate your question. It's kind of like OBS Studio but in a web browser. That's one way to view it. And it integrates with all the live chats stuff, so everyone gets unique text-to-speech voice as well. But what I'm like really focused on coding is like the video streaming aspect of it. So I can like have wireless cameras in my office and I have stuff plugged in via cables and eventually phase out OBS completely. We're very close to doing that. I just have to figure out how to get a WebRTC stream essentially into our TMP stream, which can then be pushed off to YouTube, Twitch and Kick and stuff without requiring OBS to broadcast it for me. Right now this whole setup is just screen capturing a web page. Like this is it, and this one. And then it puts that out. But I want to just phase it out completely. I think it's ridiculous you have to install an app to install a program on your computer to like assemble a stream, when we can do it all in the browser.
Looks like you are in the rabbit hole already. What's the daily job?
Yeah, you said it. My daily job right now, I'm a Vue3 developer. For like large e-commerce website. But that's only the past couple of months. Before that, they had me on a Swift UI development, so building native iPhone apps. And to go back to, is it Joshua, to your point, so as far as the self-learning aspect of it, because I like taught myself languages and stuff, like I knew that I could just learn new ones, so I've never been afraid to like volunteer for stuff that like web developers wouldn't volunteer for. Well, that's technically my expertise is web development, but you stand out when you can pick up and like jump into additional systems. You get, I don't know, it works out, let's just put it that way. Joshua, I didn't read out your comment, but you said, I'm actually aiming for web development using JavaScript. What's the best place to learn JS as a self-learner? I'd be interested to see if anyone else can chime in on that. Like if you just look at my open tabs right now, it's on, what's it, Mozilla's developer web, like web documentation, was it the MDN web docs? And I just kind of click through APIs that interest me that are built into the browser. But I understand you're going to have to... I just think that's good. Like some of the ones that I was going through yesterday that jumped out to me was remote playback API is built into the browser, so that lets you, stream video to a Chromecast or like Apple TV. And WebRTC is also one of those. It's just one of those things I clicked into, and the available APIs that are shipped with Firefox essentially, but like it shows you like this, you know, in Safari or it's in Chrome, and if you see it's covered by all them, like WebRTC is. So this is what I'm talking about, this chart here. Then you're like, hey, I can actually use this to build something. So I recommend just, I think it's important you have a pet project, because then you can like arm yourself with these APIs to like accomplish what you want to build. And you might just want to do web development, which is good, but you're going to be looking at like React or Vue Free or Angular. Like that's pretty much the main three renderers that people use to like compose their UIs today. I'd like to think we're beyond jQuery now, but I don't know a good place for like going into picking that stuff up. Yeah, I think that's where like YouTube comes in. It's a good question.
I agree with everything the host says, plus check what the local companies you wish to work for require, what technologies they use, etc., and maybe start learning those if the goal is to land on a job.
Yeah, absolutely. Nail on the head. And it looks like there's a pretty built-out website if you're just, you know, you're obviously still learning the syntax, things like that, just how the language works. Check out javascript.info. But you should absolutely tool yourself based on the jobs that you're looking for. Like that's 100% true. It's almost harder for some folks to learn JavaScript that can already code. Say like a Java developer coming into JavaScript, there's a lot of weird things that are unique to JavaScript. So you don't really have to worry about that as a new developer. You're just gonna think it's normal. Nice, we just got a wee boost in subscribers. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, 100%, and I wish you all the luck in the world. Before I start making myself miserable diving into any of this stuff, I think I'm gonna start wrapping up here, guys. It's the weekend, so I'm hoping to get out to the beach tomorrow again. I'm a wee bit sunburnt. I've got to make up for all the hours I spent inside my day job and doing this. Do make sure you subscribe. Also, there's